Perhaps it's the first time I'll be saying it in public. I am prepared to put my presidency on the line on this matter.
Very well. I mean, look at where we started from. Now we've come to a point where the community mining has been accepted by Ghanaians, and about 25,000 people are doing their work there. The mining with impunity is no longer there.
The evidence of the lost gains of the fight against illegal mining was the increasing pollution of water bodies such as the River Pra and the destruction of forest cover in protected reserves.
The quality of the water as a raw source of water for the plants to use to process and give us good potable water is compromised. But the way things are going, if you don't stop the galamsey and stop disturbing the rivers and our water bodies, we will have no water to treat anymore.
The Atewa forest is one of the few rainforests on the continent with rare species not found anywhere in the world. The Atewa forest is in the eastern region of Ghana. The source of the Densu, Ayensu and Birim rivers are in the Atewa forest. These water bodies are the source of water provided to more than 5 million Ghanaians daily. Aside these big rivers, there are more than 90 small streams flowing from the hills in the forest. Despite its critical nature, the forest is subject to the degrading effect of a range of human activity such as illegal mining, illegal logging, and government's intended commercial bauxite exploitation. My first visit to the Atewa forest was over 2 years after the ban was lifted. I set out to find out if the forest had been spared of illegal mining activities after the ban was lifted. The forest near Chebi in the Achim-Eboaka traditional area covers a land size of almost 24,000 hectares. Theophilus Boache Yadom is the Atewa landscape manager at Arocha, Ghana.
Around the Atewa forest, several communities that surround the forest, about 48, but we can boldly say in about 34 or so of the communities, you go there and you see a lot of these illegal activities close to the Atewa forest.
And what are some of these the communities, if you can mention a few?
Okay, so when you are going to Pamin, getting closer to the waterfall, you will see some galamsey activities there, around Sejimasi area to Kubriso and several other communities.
I see. And has there been any intervention whatsoever to try and halt the activities of these illegal miners?
Okay, I mean, the Operation Vanguard did something, try to stop the activities of these mining activities.
When we were making our way to the entrance of the forest reserve, we heard the sound of earth-moving equipment we suspected could be excavators.
What's happening there right now?
Yeah, so currently this is an activity of mining, and you see these things happening around most of the forest reserves. I mean, around the boundaries of the forest reserves. It's a very common place that you see. And particularly for Atewa case also, you have a lot of mining concessions all around the boundaries. And so Atewa is lying as an island within a minefield. And these are common things to see. And the more reason why we see things like this is also because forest reserves in this country don't have a designated official buffers. So people can just do anything close to the boundary. Proper forest management will indicate that for forest reserves like this, you need to have a buffer so that if there's going to be any extractive activity that can have potential threat or even affect the integrity of the ecosystem in the forest, you do it further away. You can have about 5 kilometer radius or 10 kilometer radius, beyond the boundary, but we don't have this case here. So you see a lot of these activities happening right on the boundaries around as you go around the perimeter of the forest. Sometimes it could be a farming activity right on the boundary. It could be this, it could be anything else.
To have a clear view of the destruction being caused by the excavator just at the boundary of the Atewa forest, we needed eyes in the sky. The drones in the sky revealed what our eyes could not see. The level of destruction caused by excavators being used by these illegal miners. I decided to move to the other parts of the forest to ascertain the impact of the destructive mining activity in the forest. Just when we were making our way to other suspected operational areas where illegal mining was taking place, we spotted a group of young men, this time in the open.
We are only crushing stones to extract gold. Our activities doesn't lead to any pollution of the water bodies.
In its effort to convince us that the activities aren't a threat to the water bodies or the environment, he took me through the process.
This is the chamfam, which crushes the stones. We are aware we don't have to pollute the water bodies with our chemicals.
Sort of justify the reasons why they are doing this. So yeah, that's what you see right there. It's a boy and the saying. Oh yeah, 10 and 11. At the end of the day, no. Munya gold saying. Oh, can see and hey, Baza, can see where they send a oh, wait. 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. Yeah, but the other day, who was you in now? Oh, let me hear you now. Who's there back in your pono? What's your answer? Never to us. But to be here, no. Oh, young baby, say I didn't a carat. Okay, a bit my 50 carat and 17 carat. Yeah, we go and do, and we go and do that. 15 carat and 20 carat. Maybe we are like 25 carat. Aha, Nina, Kenya. They are not more cotton saying. Oh, you have been a 7 million and 6.5. Aha, yes, ma. 700 cedis. No. 7 million. All currency. 700 Ghana. Yes, ma. Until you keep watching. Sa. If you saw a bunyane, a brusa. If you see a brusa, I don't know, Rocky, say, I walk down. I know who will do it. Who the bar, no, we are no fine, 1 year. So what I say? You will go to Boca. No sponsor, no Boca. Oh,
Been a sponsor mo.
yeah, director of
Mo director o. Our sponsor mo.
yeah, Jumano. So, we are only in for Muda, Jumani show me that. Much less than a bayano. Just things to be so what you say. And you can be a Muba, and Muba, no Mabeke. So what you say.
So what he's saying is that there are some quote unquote some big men who finance them to undertake this work. So they are directed. The big men are the ones who put this investment, they put money in there for them to come and do this. So the money that they make doesn't go to them directly. It goes to their big bosses, their big men.
It was clear they were not alone.
Abansu Unwe Mobo. So what you say? Be what tre said the chese ede. Ye Jumano. Yesu ya dia tu. E be ye send what tre no. Isu obi an say. Nti onya butre mai. So what you say? Yesu nya bibi kakrandi. E say who sensu de senya di papa. The bebre ye no omo sensu. Yesu ya hu sa. Okay, the panicho onya butre mai. Yes sensu. And the thing be o make ma around so wa be sensu a fine. The sensu de be why? Nti usu mo kasa jere aban. So mo na mo benu. De wa ha mo na mo onu a. So what you say? No anu say.
The belly of this protected Atewa forest was a haven for illegal miners.
Galamsey ye can dem have mechemu ye ne chemu se me ya you ha ne chem miensa emu be 30% ni mo ma ye galamsey ni nyina so ye ne ete dem hey si agi ehu akini a ye chemu emu be 30% na eni mo ma ye galamsey so na ke ya anka no kre no a ye be dada ye ho ye be ye conference ya be.
Over 700 different species of butterflies, the highest in West Africa, over 40 species of amphibians, a third of which are threatened. The critically endangered Togo slippery frog is also found in the Atewa forest. Over 33 different species of birds have been recorded, with 69 species of mammals and some 14 species of reptiles.
We were thinking that by creating a national park, these rich natural resources, this great heritage of ours, will be protected for posterity. But it appears that that is not what we are seeing. And that is why Arusha is advocating every now and then that no.
See, I see this butterfly right there. You see that?
If you want to talk of butterflies, we won't live here today.
It's just flying all over us.
Yes, because we have, about 656 different species positively identified.
Butterflies.
Different kinds.
656.
Different kinds. If you want to talk about the butterfly with the largest wingspan in the whole world, one is found here. Milotis, it's found here. If you want to talk about endemism in terms of the ones that are here and cannot be found anywhere, we have 4 different species here. One has been named after Atewa, that is Atewa dotted bordered butterfly. One has also been named after a community that we just branched off to this place called Sejimase. One has been named after it. There's also one that has been named after Chebi or Kibi. So we have different.
These butterflies you can't find anywhere in the world.
No way, they are not found anywhere in the world.
I left the southern part of the Atewa forest with a lot of concern of what might be happening in the parts of the forest. I was not wrong. My second visit to the Atewa forest was revealing. This time, I visited the Kwabing and Apapem areas and settlements around the Atewa forests.
We've just noted that there is another galamsey activity going on there. And yeah. So, yeah, there you go. See them. The galamsey operators. You capture them right there. They just came out of the pit. And all of this land you see there, they've seen us, and so we've got to leave. Yeah, but those are the people you see right there. So it's a huge area.
And this was weeks before the arrival of the Operation Halt team led by the military. On our way, there was evidence of a polluted river.
This is as a result of the activities of galamsey operators, isn't it?
Exactly.
Galamsey operators, the activities have led to, it's actually polluted. How polluted this river is. What's the name of this river?
It's called Mimpong.
Mimpong. Yeah. Mimpong River. And this is what is left of the Mimpong River as a result of galamsey activities. And so this Mimpong River, which communities depend on it?
On top, we have palming.
The palming.
Depending on it. Actually, the river takes its source from the forest, from Atewa forest.
Right.
And it goes to Ekropon.
Okay.
From Ekropon to Techiman.
Right.
Then from Techiman to Mempasem. So these communities depend on this river.
We traced the source of the water into the Atewa forest. We met these illegal miners.
Apom, your friend saying? Alaji. You see your friend me? And now Kwame. Now, then I'm more quiet more.
Yeah, galamsey no we say enye penny dey. But I say I want to we see it rough but I want to interma yeah galamsey.
Nti mo kwa ebitimi wu wo ho.
Ebitimi wu ewu ma wabone amla no wabone tokura ntubo se odima oguso odidi na ebu ebu on ma why say oguso sana na ebu egu so si na afele
nti kwaye mu a forest ye frɛ asen
okay be ye adwuma de frɛ nyame akwan
okay ho na mo ye galamsey nti mo nante fi nyame akwan na mo bepie mo a
nante ekropon.
He walked very long distances to come here.
Nti baby e gina ye palming. Where we are now is palming. And so he's saying that they go all the way to Nyamiakwan and then they do their galamsey there. But ma monim say galamsey jumana onim say enye go on.
Galamsey jumano en say before be the kan kasa say I want to galamsey jumana enye pe. I want to be na me sa.
What one who say na eye nsuo ya ye. Jumana me hu say galamsey bi so koso wa ha say no na e ma nsuo na ni aye sa no.
En kre say galamsey no omo ya insuo no omo twa insuo kana nti kana no na bia omo bie insuo na afi na be fra insuo papa no na ma no SSR no but omo timi tu ran no omo timi tu a omo timi nya insuo piti ni mangasa timi di adwuma nti say omo twa kana na ana bia be fra insuo pa no na ma insuo ni say no.
So what he's saying is that these galamsey operators are able to create their own sort of riverbed where they wash the sand and whatever they are able to dig are out there, and when the water from the operations just diverted to join this part of the river, that's when it gets contaminated essentially. Intino Siciano, me who say police force so ewa has pa amo chemunta amo hamo there.
Wallahi police force dey amo high pa wallahi.
Na mo go so ye adwuma.
Amo high ba so den yamfa so den so a if say yakra fi say ye ba adwuma. Nti say yamfa so den a wallahi enye yi.
Nti mo ye dey mo nya be zen.
E depend profile we shia. Utimi ekokoto profile bi a obetime twa hepan ba ko obetime nya be 20 karat e bo na obetime nya be 30 karat no hada but e bi won so dia obekotwa hepan ba ko no But petra pan be say be 7. Answer no be up to 1 carat.
And then some ton is 20 30 carat ton.
1 carat ni 60 Ghana. 1 carat be 60 Ghana. And say ultimate 2 carat or 1.2. Today no e dey need there maybe dey dey between 1.5 2 million between try crowd for na 80 Ghana 80 Ghana
Unia that's the power. Okay, we have some policemen coming and we have continuous police patrol in this part of the forest. They know what goes on in there and the activities of the Galamsey operators, so they patrol this place a lot, but it's not a deterrent in any way for these illegal mining operators or the Galamsey operators to stop doing what they're doing. The pollution of the river. This is the river that goes down here through to the bridge that we saw serving adjoining communities.
I decided to follow the police vehicle to find out who or what the police was protecting in the forest. Were they protecting the forest against illegal miners or providing protection for a mining company?
This is in the Paming forest area. So just to see what's happening, we understand that, in fact, according to one of our informants here, this is heavily guarded by the police. We'll try to find out from the police if they will talk to us why they are guarding this site, whether it is a site that is having a legal permit for such operations. So yeah, this is it. You have what you see right there, the pits. Just across all this landscape, you see very huge pits dotted all over this landscape. It stretches all the way to the end. We're going to go to that side. I see the excavators, a tipper truck, and the police vehicle parked there. Let's go check what's happening in there and get confirmation whether indeed this is a site with a legal permit.
This is a concession owned by Extra Gold, a mining company operating in Paming, a boundary town in the Atewa area. I spoke to one Solomon who identified himself as a worker of the company. This was before the arrival of the Operation Halt team in the mining communities around the Atewa forest. Environmentalists expect that government will consider the proposal to create a national park in the Atewa forest. Driving through the forest, I came across this group of women.
Oh, that's it. Momoko wash back. No. Wait, no, to. Your ton is 20 Ghana and 30 Ghana.
50 Ghana.
50 Ghana.
Yeah, 5 years.
Oh, okay. Timo 5 and no much 50 Ghana. I see. So these are the women who are also involved in the small scale mining. They're saying they make just about 50 cedis and they have to share amounts about 5 of them. So into 5, 10 Ghana, so 50 no more 5 for there. I'm telling you. I'm to put the second chichi. Not the tray from.
Yeah, the bucket in Assa. Yeah,
So we're witnessing the process of they washing the gold. Let's see. So that's what you see right there. Let's see. Into gold in any. Ubetutuna yellow.
And I guess a bayak was in Siena. Said, bueno, medwon, okay. A bayak was in.
So that's the process of purification, right? It's wrap the paper around the gold, it's burning it, and after the burning, purify. That's what you see right there.
For now, this forest is begging to be spared of any further destruction caused by mining activities. Part of the Atewa forest is reported to be sitting atop roughly 150 million tons of bauxite, which is used to primarily make aluminium. Despite the opposition by several groups including Rocha Ghana, Concerned Citizens of Atewa, the West Africa Private Conservation Action, BMW, Ghanaians in Amsterdam, BirdLife International, Ghana Institute of Foresters, Christian Council of Ghana, and individuals like Leonardo DiCaprio, Hollywood actor, there appears to be no change in decision to mine bauxite in the Atewa forest.
So whilst you are clamping down on galamsey activities, if as a government you also have a policy to raise down a very important and critical ecosystem like the Atewa forest, which is a source of water for 5 million people, and also providing critical ecosystem services for climate change, and also providing services of pollination and another soil enrichment for those farmers around these areas, then it's as bad as galamsey activity within the forest. So we think that if government is committed to dealing with galamsey, they also need to deal with their current policy of undertaking large-scale industrial bauxite mining in Atewa, because for us it's also a galamsey activity.
In April 2021, Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abujinapo, when asked, said government is still considering mining in the Atewa forest. The expectation was, with a renewed fight against illegal mining and with the driving away of illegal miners from the Atewa forest, the forest will be spared of any bauxite mining activity. But that may never be. Alfred Okanse, TV3, Atewa Forest.
Atewa to eternity. Atewa, 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 Atewa.